The first thing I think that's important to note is
This week, President Trump's nominee for Secretary of Agriculture appeared for questioning by the Senate Agriculture Committee. Questions on mass deportations and Trump's tariff plans were popular topics.
But when we're talking massive deportation, we're gone beyond dangerous criminals. And I just wonder if we ought to give fair warning to farmers and ranchers across America that if you have immigrant labor, you can expect federal agents to come and search your property. Is that in the future for farmers and ranchers under the mass deportation plan?
Sir, I have not been involved in that. The president's current plan, I cannot answer that one way or the other. I do know that my job is to ensure that as those conversations are ongoing, if confirmed, that I am part of that data collection and understanding, and that the president understands that what this means to our agriculture community. And I believe sincerely that he will execute his agenda that he has promised the American people, but that will never forget our ag community in so doing.
There's a $45 billion trade deficit in ag, $45 billion. And the only way that we can get commodity prices back up is handle that trade deficit. So that being said, we need dialogue. If confirmed, will you commit on doing dialogue with President Trump and the people around ag to get our farmers an opportunity to have a better price for their crop?
Yes, I will, Senator, and I so look forward to that. I think one of the things I read recently that only 43% of our ag producers are net income positive. That is unsustainable. We have to find a better way, and it can't come always through government subsidies. We've got to expand the market. We've got to figure out input costs. One of President Trump's top priorities was food inflation. Well, this comes before food inflation because this itself will drive the cost of food down if we do our jobs and if we're able to produce for our ag community the way that, Coach, I believe that we can, working together.
And when you get confirmed, and it looks like you will swear an oath to the Constitution of the United States, not to President Trump. So can you say, I know you've said it, but for the Michiganders watching, that you will throw your body in front of the bus to make sure that any political talking point on tariffs that may sound good is actually truly tested against how it will impact our farmers like it was not last time around?
Senator, I appreciate your passion. I share it. And I think we are similar in a lot of ways. And yes, my commitment is that there will be no sleeping, that we will work around the clock to ensure that our ag communities across this country are represented in those discussions and at the table. And I will do everything in my power to elevate, preserve, honor, conserve that backbone of America.
From Market to Market, I'm Peter Tubbs.
Value add. So use it to help our farmers, not just a political talking point. We all want to punch back on China, most of us. But it's got to fit reality here and not end up boomeranging on us like it did last time. Next is avian flu. We talked about this as well in my office. Michigan has been dealing with this. Lots of states around the country are dealing with it. We've had human beings, a few getting